Welcome to Midday Repartee. I am Rata and Glory. Today I'm joined by Scotland's best shit superhero and CG's best shit artist, Captain Fuckhead.
Fucking nailed it!
Yes!
Wow!
What that take? What are we? We're on episode 25. So
Something
yeah,
like that, yeah, man. Wow! Two hands
Dude.
up in the air, straight between the posts. Look at that.
high level of competence right here. This guy. Yeah.
Absolutely nailed it. Spot on.
How you doing today?
I am. I'm good. I'm very good, in fact. I'm had a nice chilled out day. Now I'm sitting
Nice.
here learning a new skill, which I've just told you about, but I'm not going to tell you about on live.
Okay. Mitchell, how you doing? Great to have you here.
Doing good. Thanks for letting me be on.
Yeah, of course, man. You're always welcome. You're basically like a third host at this point.
Oh man, I don't know if I'd go that far. I'm like a
You don't
frequent
want
caller.
that. You don't want that. Yeah, my week, I really, usually this time of the month, I have this window of downtime with graphic design work. But with everything that's gone on with the shutdown and print advertising is just, it's chaos, with uncertainty and businesses coming back. And I've been busy all week. I haven't had a chance to breathe. So I didn't get a chance to do a lot of stuff I wanted to, but I'm glad to have work. Not going to complain about that.
I mean, that sentence started really anonymously, if I'm honest.
Nah. I really wanted to put time in on the project I'm working on with inks, and I wasn't able to put in the hours I wanted. So, it's frustrating, but it's got to do what you got to do.
Happy birthday, Spotty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Was his birthday?
Was that something on Twitter? I missed it.
No, I clicked on his profile on Twitter, and because I wanted to go and see what he was been up to, and all of a sudden there's balloons flying up the screen. I was like,
Oh.
yeah, I know what that means.
I didn't realize it did that. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird when it does, but yeah, it does.
Any news from either of you? Anything exciting like to share before we get into it?
Got some stuff from Lucius to work on, and I've been working on that. And I think I messed it up because I wanted to make lines a little bit darker, so I think I have to redo it all.
Oh,
So are you working on like inks, or are you doing some coloring?
I'm doing coloring, but he does like some of the stuff is still really thin lines, and so I felt like the colors were kind of overtaking some of the line work, and I was like, well, there has to be a way to make the lines darker, and so I went to make the lines darker, and I messed up my inks layer just completely. So I was like, well, do I want to stop or do I want to try to fix
Yeah.
it? And so I'm kind of like looking at it. I'm like, I like how it kind of looks, but when you turn it on, like some of the stuff that I did, it doesn't quite look like a Lucius piece quite as much anymore. So I'm like, I think I need to just restart it.
Yeah. It's cool that he's offering up some material for people to engage like that. It's cool.
Oh yeah.
So I thought
every change, save every change you make.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
learned that recently
Yeah.
too.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. I thought it'd be fun. I've been using StreamYard for a while now, and like you were saying, Captain, before we started the show, it's kind of become more or less the ComicsGate standard. It seems like most channels are using it,
Yep.
and it's by no means perfect. Has a lot of advantages, but I think there are certainly things we could improve on, and they do have a feature on their site where you can make feature requests. So I thought maybe we'd come up with some stuff, and the best of them we could submit live here on the show.
Oh, this is turning into a Comic Mark show.
That's right.
Yeah.
I want to shout out to Vinny Art. Really cool to see you pop in here. Dude,
What's going on, Vinny?
Vinny is the man. Through the Woods hardcover edition, so beautiful. Now it's like I get out of bed, I have to lift that book up and knock it. It's like I feel like it gives my day. It's just a better day when I do that. So I'm getting in the habit.
Anyone who's learning to draw or relearning to draw like I am, go and sub to Vinny's channel. He started doing a series of videos. I think the title's a bit cheeky, but I think he's probably earned it. He calls them the master classes,
Nice.
He's earned it.
But he's
Yeah,
done a
he's
couple so
earned it.
far. He's earned it. He's done a couple so far. One that I watched the other day on the muscle structure of an arm, which, if you're a nerd like me, is fascinating. And the first one that he did was, and of course, this is fucking Vinny through and through. The first one he did was drawing ladies' behinds.
Well, of course. I mean, that would have been a major foul if he hadn't started there. I mean, come on.
Absolutely.
Although initially, as I understand, he was known as the Boner King. So
Yeah.
maybe he
There's
should
good
have
reason for
started
it.
with something else. I'm not sure.
I like to refer him to as he's not only the king of the boners, but he's also the king of the floppies. If you've ever had City Venus in your hands.
Scotsman up in the workhouse. None of us like seeing that. None of us like seeing that. How you doing, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always whenever you're at work, there's the whole level of enthusiasm is always like 2 or 3 notches down from what I'm used to.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's just because you got to keep it down low, keep it quiet.
Maybe. But shout out to my boy Mitchell, who's gonna be drinking some fine ale.
Oh yeah.
What's
Got some-
this?
Got some Bellhaven.
Oh,
You hear that, Cap? You hear that?
Yeah, he's got some best. Yeah, okay. Yeah, fine ale, fair enough. All right. No, it's all right. Best is all right. It's not bad. Not bad at all.
All I remember was remember watching Scotsman on a stream, and they were talking about different liquor, and he was really promoting it. I vaguely remember writing it down on my notepad, and 2 days later, I discovered the notepad and just had Bellhaven circled on it. Go. Should try that, I guess.
Well, as long as it's not Tenants. Tenants is all right if you live in Scotland and you drink in Scotland, then Tenants is perfectly acceptable. But if you're ordering it out of the country, no way. There's much better places to spend your money.
Right.
Well,
So-
as an exile from our lovely land, an American Scot myself, I'm gonna try to get it wherever I can.
You're no exile.
Yeah,
Trying to pretend like it's Christopher Lambert all of a sudden.
right.
Scotsman,
Right.
how are you feeling, man? You sound like maybe you might be getting sick or you're tired. You need to get some sleep.
No. I actually blew my voice out like a crazy person the other day in my truck because I was yelling at the top of my lungs.
Okay. Was this in rage or were you
It was
singing
rage.
to a song or?
No, it was rage. It was rage.
Ah.
Yeah, I had worked until almost 10 o'clock at night and left my office to find some big brains had blocked off 2 lanes of my freeway, and they were cutting up the freeway, and about 5 miles from my exit they were cutting it up, but yet the cones past my exit closed my ramp, and then all the way another 5 miles past where I lived.
Jesus.
So I had to drive about 40 minutes out of my way just because some fucking
You
chuckleheads
gotta be
were cutting
kidding
up
me,
the freeway.
dude. That's
Oh, yeah.
worthy. That's worthy of the rage. I'll give you that.
So I was yelling into the darkness inside the cab of my truck, and I might have pulled something. I pulled a larynx.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah.
So today, I'm not sure if you know the topic. I thought it'd be interesting to maybe come up with some ideas, feature requests, or improvements for StreamYard.
I have one immediately, right now, without even having to
Okay,
think.
all
You ready?
right. Let's hear it.
Here it is. Default button to share audio always. When I share my screen.
Oh, dude, that is yes. What the hell is with that? I don't. How many times has that messed up the rhythm of a stream because someone forgot to do it?
Yeah,
It's
like,
if-
check this clip out, guys. Click, no audio. Fuck.
Why would you not- if
hold
it's
on.
something-
Here we go.
if you're sharing something that doesn't have audio, it doesn't hurt anything if you shared it. Like, it should always just be on. Honestly, like, what's the difference? I don't know. I guess there could be scenarios where you absolutely don't want audio to be present, but you should have a default option. You're right.
Right. Default allow. Give me one
Yeah,
of
that's
those.
a good one, man. I hadn't thought of that. Good call. So one thing, I mean, my number one thing that I would love to have after doing this for a while is being able to assign like a second co-host.
I was gonna say
Well, just
that
a
right now.
co-host,
Yeah.
not a second co-host. A co-host, sorry.
Yeah.
Someone that could, help out with like popping up comments in the chat, maybe sharing screens, just so the person, doesn't have to juggle everything.
Or end the stream if the host disappears.
Well, these things never happen. Honestly, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I've never once seen that happen. God damn,
Yeah.
that was slick, dude. You put that in there real nice. I appreciate that.
Listen, you have to coat your barbs with a nice healthy dollop of silicone, so that they
Yeah.
they don't. I don't want blunt force trauma. I want it to pierce.
Yeah. No, that was nicely done. Gotta tell you. Just when I thought I just it was, kind of almost gone. It was fading into obscurity in my mind, but you brought it right to the forefront, and I appreciate that.
Never forget where you came from.
But yeah, man, being able to have somebody help you with some of the tasks, that are involved with running a show, that would be so nice. And it doesn't seem like, from a coding perspective, I mean, granted, I'm coming from some ignorance here, but it doesn't seem like it would be that tough to do,
Yeah. I mean, if we can, I don't know, if we can design programs that, like, I don't know, predict our thoughts and put camping equipment in our Facebook feed because it heard us talking about it, I think we could probably assign a co-host.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, where there's a will, there's a way, And, this is maybe another thing. I don't know if it's too damn expensive. StreamYard is too expensive. Like, I know that we're kind of used to dealing with these juggernaut companies like Google, who can absorb the cost of things. And, I do realize that people are doing 2, 3, 4, 7, 8-hour streams. They have to store all of that video. They have to have a lot of storage space. I'm sure there are a lot of costs involved. But damn, it's like $20+ a month just for the basic upgrade on this thing. And I that seems a little seems
steep.
pretty hefty.
It's definitely steep.
Yeah.
But I think that's where again where the market would really work here. They don't really have a competing product that's going to force them to be more aggressive in their pricing. So, I mean,
That's true. That's true.
Because of the limitations of running a panel like this with OBS, they don't have a real viable competitor. I mean, you can use a Google Hangout, and then the host can push it up through OBS.
Right.
But that, again, that's it's not the same functionality as this,
Yeah, and it's like, didn't Hangouts just recently come out with a new version or something?
Yeah,
I've heard something about that.
Yeah, they've the actual Hangouts is going. They've basically replaced it with two variants. So they've sounds like a comic man, don't I? So you have the streaming service, which is it's not streaming service, but you have the video call service, which is mainly it's aimed at commercial work. It's not aimed at YouTubers, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then what they've done is they've separated the chat, so you can have the chat. The chat is actually a separate app now.
Okay.
You can get it for next to nothing. It's around $5 a month for the simple version. Yeah, so it's a much cheaper option, but it works the same way as Hangouts used to do. So
Which I didn't. It had no functionality at all.
Well, are you referring to the current iteration of Hangouts, Rod? Because there used to be a previous one called Hangouts on Air that had a lot better functionality. And
Oh,
they
did
killed
it?
that. Oh yeah.
The only one I really knew about was it was just super basic. It was just bring people on, and there was really nothing you could do with it. I mean, it was
Yeah,
just
Hangouts
you
on
could
air.
have guests, and that was it.
You could control people's volume. You could mute them. You could do all kinds of things to manage the call. But they got rid of that, and then it just went to Hangouts, and then you had to actually use, again, like OBS or something like that to push it up, an XSplit or OBS, one of those two things.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, when I do like anything with OBS or even with StreamYards, I will go to my YouTube channel, pop the chat out of my live stream backend, and have the actual chat from the channel showing, because the live comments on StreamYards is god awful.
I know.
It's only good for bannering, bannering.
Yeah, I wanted to get to that too. But just to engage the chat a bit, this was an interesting point. I didn't know, I went ahead and just kind of bought into StreamYard right away because I knew I wanted the extra features, so I didn't experience the free version. Yeah. I didn't even know that they don't even let you record videos using it unless you pay. Mm-hmm. I did not know that. That sucks. Because I have used, it's not the best way to produce, videos that you're just going to upload, but it can work if you're doing something really simple.
I recommend if you're going to record a video of a group to, everyone understands we're going to do a video, and you get your back end together. Everybody gets into the back room. You put everybody into the stream. You don't go live, and you use OBS to record that tab.
Oh, right.
You don't need them, because then all the data is locally. You don't have to wait for the fucking thing to process.
Yeah, dude, it's taken so long. This is the other thing, and I don't know if this is for everyone, but it has taken like 20 plus hours for my videos to post to the channel. Is that normal for everyone?
No, mine are 4 to 6 hours sometimes.
That's what it seemed like.
Yeah, it can take a while.
It's really pissing me off because it's like, I mean, the best chance to get some extra views, I feel, is the longer it takes for that video to post onto YouTube, the less the less views. What's that?
Playlists. They appear in your playlist straight away. They just don't appear on the uploads.
Oh, okay. That's a really good tip.
I figured that out the other day with when I did the interview with Phil Potts.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I'd already added it because I'd gone in earlier that day and chopped up my YouTube channel completely and changed the way I order stuff. So it's more playlist focused.
Yeah.
Rather than upload focused.
Right.
And it was straight in there.
Okay. And another tip too is never just highlight the browser hyperlink and share that out. Always use the share function that's built into the player. It'll give you a truncated link, and that truncated link is better tied to the metrics of how YouTube tells you who's seeing what and where it came from. You can see like active viewers shared the show out, not just somebody who has a link somewhere.
Yep.
It had to have been copied from the player, so you get better viewing metrics. And you save characters on your tweet too, because you put more support text with your tweet because there's less characters in the link. That's amazing. Yeah.
Okay,
these are
great insider tips. I wanted to touch on Tatsu Nami is asking, what do you get for the $20? Basically, if you go with just the baseline free StreamYard, you can just stream. You can have your up to 6 people in there, but you can't do all the cool stuff like having your branding components. Like if you want to do, be able to click a button and play the videos that drop in, the fun overlay stuff. You can't do any of that with the free version. And apparently you can't just record without paying as well. And I have used StreamYard just to produce video, no guests, just to create a quick video that I upload to YouTube. I've used it for recording. So yeah, the baseline free version, it's useful, but you don't get all of the cool little goodies that make StreamYard a lot of fun.
Yeah, it also saves automatically saves any videos and uploads you make, particularly streams for 7 days.
Yes, so you
if
can
there's any
if
issues
there's a
whatsoever,
problem, yeah, you can download it, or if you want to, download it to clip out. Say you want to clip out little pieces and re-upload pieces of like a 3-hour stream, you can do that. So I'm assuming on the free version, does it not save them for you?
No, you don't get any of that. All you get is the ability to stream.
Gotcha. Yeah, that sucks. So yeah,
Yeah, it
I
makes
feel
sense,
like they
though.
would do a lot. It seems to me that if they lowered the price point, they could double engagement on membership, and it's like you're not going to make more money doing it, but you're certainly going to have more people paying into it, and enjoying those features. So it seems like it could be a good move for them, but I don't know. It's just too damn expensive.
It is pretty expensive.
El Gargoyle asks, "What does Fraggy use?" He's definitely on StreamYard, and he's paying the bucks. Dude, I'm loving that thing. I want to steal that idea he has for when he brings someone on and it goes into the bourbon, like having that video screen thing to bring a guest on is a really cool idea. I want to make use of that. Have you guys seen that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's super cool. So he has someone in the waiting room, and he plays this cool little clip of it's got this woo, 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 this cool music, and it goes into this glass of bourbon, and then when the video ends, the new guest is popped in. It's just kind of a cool segue transition thing. It's a good idea. And then I love the way he kicks people too. Super fun.
Oh, with the Bruce Lee kick.
Yeah, or whatever. I had him when he kicked me once with an Arnold kick. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
He's got a lot. That guy brings a lot of ideas to the table, man. That guy's brain is always he's working on overdrive.
I kind of prefer Cap's method though. Fuck off.
Oh yeah, There's can't beat that.
There's a charm there.
Well, I think that started here when I came on. He introduced me, and I just said, "All right, fuckers," and it's just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in my name. The clue's there. Like, I'm not gonna. There's no point in me fucking pussyfooting around it, is there?
No, I agree with you.
So, one thing that really bugs me is the delay, and this may be just completely technologically nothing they can do about it, but the delay of the chat from the YouTube chat into the StreamYard interface where you can pop them up. There's a big delay. I don't know how long exactly. It seems like a good 20 to 30 seconds.
Well, I mean, if you go into your YouTube live dashboard, you can also, when you set up your streams, you can set it for ultra low latency. But that will push the parity off further between StreamYards and YouTube. So, like when I do my coloring streams, I'm always using OBS to push to the ingest server directly from OBS, and I have my backend, my dashboard set to ultra low latency, and then OBS is set to ultra low latency, so I can get chats and is quick, almost instantly, right? So I don't know if I try to respond as quickly as I can as soon as I recognize it.
So you can verbally respond to them, but you can't pop them up yet.
Well, the way I stream, I don't use StreamYard, so I don't banner. Banner chat unless I'm doing Beyond the Gate, in which I use StreamYards for that.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of times it's not that critical, but when it's I think if it's a comedy thing, timing. That it's all about timing, and if there's a really funny response to something that just happened, and it takes 20, 30 seconds for you to be able to pop it up, it's like the moment is past. So I wish they could figure out a way to make that happen quicker, to sync up that chat a little better, but Might not
Plus,
be
there's
possible.
latency too. Like certain people appear like they're always talking over other people, and maybe some people are, but I know that a lot of collisions in the chat communications happen because somebody starts talking and then somebody starts talking a second later, and they don't even realize that they're talking over each other for a good 2-3 seconds.
Yeah,
and then you have this odd double dutch. You know what I mean? Nobody knows to jump in the ropes there.
Yeah.
You go, I go, you go, I go. Who's okay?
I think some people have a problem with their own tech at home as well, though. So we have Carl. We call him Chubb, and he signs his artwork Chubb. So Carl, who did Mary Boys, he's had a problem for ages. He's always him and Peephole Circus are always 5 seconds behind the rest of us.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And,
how can you even do it?
We get used to it. I mean, we've all been talking since November last year privately on streams, so it's just something that you end up getting used to. But he went out and got himself an old, I think it was a Windows 7 laptop. I'm sure he said it was a Windows 7 laptop, and that fixed his problem.
Typical, man. It's like that's why I'm really. It annoys me so much. Like the further things go forward, it seems like you're just obligated to make updates all the time now. I used to hold off on making an update until things absolutely broke, like they just wouldn't work anymore, because inevitably every update came with a nightmare of bullshit.
Oh yeah, default changes and stuff just doesn't play nice anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have all updates turned off on my computer.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Yeah, it's like I kind of have to update programs all the time now just for compatibility with people I work with and shit, and it's like it annoys the hell out of me, man.
Oh, like Creative Cloud, stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck. Updates all the time with Creative Cloud.
It's just stupid.
Yeah.
Like, really? Can't you just do it like once every 2 months? Just do a solid update, or even, less often than that. If the program works, I mean, is there really a need to do an update every damn fucking week?
Yeah, I can't figure it out either. And I don't understand why there's so many fucking updates to Creative Cloud.
Yeah.
InDesign particularly, all the fucking time there's something.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's
I don't even know what you updated.
I'm sure it made no impact whatsoever on anything I do.
Right.
Exactly. None of them will have anything to do with you. It's just them watching you.
Right.
That's right.
What's he doing now?
This is an odd kind of aside, but like, have you noticed how the like I use Comcast, Xfinity, whatever, for internet. Mm-hmm. And you remember, like, the things used to be really small, the routers or whatever.
Nothing small in my
box.
purview, brother. I don't know what you're talking about.
But these things have gotten bigger. Like, usually technology shrinks, it gets smaller, more compact. But these boxes now, it's like this fucking giant thing.
It's 'cause they have to
and
get
I'm
the
like,
cameras in
how much surveillance tech is in this thing, dude? Does it get, like, when we're asleep at night, does it get up and walk around the house? Like, what the fuck is it doing?
Well, we've got a couple of those Alexa Amazon thingies.
Oh, hell no.
God,
oh, hell
no.
no.
Not having that in my house.
Yeah,
No.
dude. Well, let me tell you, we got it came when we had our house built. Part of the thing was a full integration, Amazon integration package.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Oh no.
Sorry.
Trust me. My wife and mother-in-law wanted it because my mother-in-law has an in-laws suite attached to our house because she's getting up in age. We didn't want her to live alone, so we got a type of house that had that.
Yeah.
But her and my wife both love it. Oh my God, they'll like they'll say, Alexa, drop in on and you drop in on your kids' room and you say, hey, it's dinner time, and they come down, right? I mean, I'm not trying to brag. The house is a lot of square footage, I'm not trying to go upstairs every time I need them to come down for a fucking meal. But we do that, you know what I mean? And the reason I bring that up is because like I'll be streaming, right? And I'll get up and I'll get a drink from the kitchen, and there's one of them in there, and it'll be asleep I'll turn the light on and I'll walk towards the fridge and the screen will turn on and it'll give me a little update. Like it'll say, "Oh, here's a little news story for you." It knows when I approach it.
I thought you were
Oh,
going to say,
man.
"Oi!" I thought it was going to say, "Oi, fatty, no more pop for you, boy. Move."
I wish it would. I wish a motherfucker would.
Yeah, I don't. That's insane, man. Because what always gets me is people being surprised. Like, wait, this thing's listening all the time. It's
No,
it
well, the point I'm
possibly
trying to make
recording.
is the camera sees me walk up and
Yeah.
it turns on the screen. I mean, it's not even so much it hears me speaking. It looks, it's watching too.
Yes, it's watching, it's listening, and the very reason that it's quote unquote cool, because it's always there to respond, is the very reason you should like not want it anywhere near where you fucking are, because it always has to be listening and watching. It can't be off, otherwise it wouldn't work, because it has to be able to, the moment you speak or give it a command, it has to be listening. So it's always listening. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we do complain about SJWs and all these kind of weirdos and the new generations. They're all fucking soft. But what happened to parents these days? It used to be when I was growing up, and it was dinner time. Your parent would come up about 10 minutes after they started screaming for you, and they'd be knocking on your door. They wouldn't even fucking knock on the door. They'd kick the fucking door down. Your mother would be red in the face, screaming, "I've been fucking telling you for 10 minutes your fucking food's ready, you little cunt. Get downstairs and eat now."
But,
God bless the Scots.
but
A
Captain,
little window into Captain Fuckhead's mind, his reality.
That's what it should be. That's
why he's
how
so
it should
grounded.
be. That's parenting for you. That's real
Yeah.
parenting.
Yeah, yeah.
you're missing something though, Captain. You know, in today's day and age, you know, your dad or your parents are no longer driving that extra 40 minutes screaming at the top of their lungs. They need that help from Alexa to make sure they can get into that room, you know, to rest their voice.
Listen.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that's probably an American thing. My old
Let me
man
tell
can
you.
still chase me around this fucking world quite happily.
As a modern parent in this conversation, let me just tell you one thing. My kids, my son particularly, he gets great benefit having a dad who's a gamer, because when it's dinner time and he's upstairs gaming and I say, "Hey, it's dinner time," he goes, "It's ranked," and I go, "See you in 10 minutes."
Yeah. Totally, dude.
And
You know what I'm saying?
You get the importance of that shit.
Dude,
need
SR
the
is
modern
not easy
gamer.
to get. It's not easy to get, and I'm not having him bleed his fucking rating because the fucking potatoes are going to be cold.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
in,
yeah.
and in my day, it was, what the fuck? You're playing a game about a plumber? Knob.
Dude, video games. The funniest thing I think to me, anyone who's engaged like Dark Souls, Formula gaming, you know, where there's actual like really intense repercussions for dying.
Yeah.
Dude, when you leave the room and somebody who doesn't know what, you know, how to play, they just decide to start playing the game.
Well, all of his friends
what a
spend
nightmare,
their
dude.
all of his friends spend their Twitch Prime in my Twitch channel, so I'm not about to like be a dick. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, your dad made us lose that fucking round. Well, unsub. I got a monetary component in there.
Yeah.
I'm willing to compromise my parenting for fucking monetary compensation. Are you kidding?
So
My sub count's important to me.
So we have being able to assign a co-host to StreamYard. The default button to always share audio, which is that's a no-brainer, man. Is there anything else? I mean, and this goes for the, you know, from the viewer experience too, from the chat, like people watching the show. Is there anything that's that's annoying when you're watching a stream?
I'd like to see an independent audio route in, so that I can play music while if I'm live streaming. If I was live streaming on my own, if I was doing drawing, digital drawing or something like that, I'd like to be able to play music through it independently without being able to bypass a share screen. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I was thinking about something like that too. Kind of like I'm used to OBS, where I can start doing kind of similar things with different sources.
Right. So what you're saying is default pass-through for a desktop audio device.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, say that again, you technological bastard.
Yeah, that's exactly why. That's why I said something like that. Yeah, sure.
Well,
That sounded really official and important, and I want to be able to convey that to StreamYard.
pass through.
Oh, is this after default? Okay.
Default pass through for desktop audio device. Default desktop audio device.
See, I'd have just said I want to play Pretzel.
Well, see, are you using Voice Meter Banana yet, Cap?
What? I eat bananas. What are you on about?
All right. Look into Voice Meter Banana and virtual audio cable A and B that come with it. It's a donationware, and what you can do is set that as your default audio device and go into your Windows settings, go into sound, and designate Pretzel as cable audio A or B or whatever. And you can then independently have Pretzel, Discord, any program that channels audio, that has a audio input and output, have it be designated to go through those inputs and outputs, and so you can independently control the volume for yourself and for the stream. So let's say you're recording with OBS, right? You put all those audio sources into OBS and make your recording. You then now have a multi-track audio recording. So when you go to do your YouTube video after a stream, you can completely eliminate Discord. You can completely eliminate Spotify. You just delete those tracks. They're not mixed. They're unmixed now.
But now I see where you're going. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if someone says an unplanned racial slur or something that you're not prepared for,
that's a term, isn't it? An unplanned racial slur.
you can then now cut that out of the audio.
Okay, hold on. We need to add that to the Urban Dictionary, man. A URS.
Yeah, man.
URS is an unplanned racial
UPRS.
slur.
Ginger.
Unplanned.
Oh, that's good, dude.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Voice Meter Banana. Look into it. It's good.
Voice Meter Banana.
Mm-hmm.
This guy always, when it comes to the tech shit, man, Scotsman is the guy. Well, damn, when it comes to most things,
I've been streaming since Justin TV was a thing. Justin TV became Twitch.
So how do you feel about what Twitch has become, man?
I fucking hate it.
But they got like that safety and like trust and safety council or whatever.
Yeah, I'm thinking about becoming a moose.
I think that'd be a good move. You might be able to get a spot on the council then.
Yeah, wear antlers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Why did Twitch? Why did it become such a haven for like thoughts and all the weirdness? How did that happen?
Money one.
Okay.
And woke points number 2.
I mean, weren't devoted like video game streams, like weren't they pulling in money?
They still do.
Yeah.
But so now because of those big streamers that make $100,000 plus a month on their viewership, they keep their fucking mouths shut because that could all go away with saying the wrong thing. You know what I mean?
Bizarre, man. Yeah. It was kind of when Twitch first was like kind of opened up and it could maybe be an alternative to YouTube. It was kind of exciting, and then it was like it quickly became not exciting. And aren't they owned by the same? Does Google own Twitch now, or somebody owns Twitch?
Amazon does.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. God damn it. I feel like that's every time. This is why I don't have really much hope for a true awesome alternative to these major platforms, because it seems like any time one of them gets to a certain size, they're just going to get consumed by one of them. So that
was the thing. YouTube at one point was a separate company, and then it got bought by Google, and then it increased its. Oh, he's drinking the Bellhaven. You're using an IPA, huh?
No, they got a fancy 300 years one on. It's the.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the ale. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's really good. It's got kind of like a creamy taste to it. And I've been sitting here, drinking drinking Coors Light, so it's actually a really
fuck.
it's like such a
man.
grand. It's actually like a really big upswing. I'll tell you that much right now. It drinks
Holy
like a very
shit.
good beer that you could sit there and enjoy.
I'll tell you
It's-
this. I'll tell you this. You North Americans, you've got no fucking idea about lager. Not a fucking clue.
Well, where I live is actually the birthplace of Sierra Nevada, so it's pretty badass beer right
Yeah.
there.
There's a lot of good lagers. Like you can't use Coors Light as like the thing to grade us by. You know, that's like just water. Like you could live on that in the desert.
yeah, but then you've got Budweiser claiming to be the king of beers. I mean, fuck off.
Yeah, well, Budweiser can just fuck off. You know,
That's
Coors Light.
marketing,
You're talking
dude.
to a Coors guy.
It's marketing. You claim things. Claim wild claims. That's how you.
This is why I claim to be the best shit artist in CG. Because who else is going
Yep. And
to
it's-
admit
look.
to being shit?
You're
It's
an
working for you.
unmitigated champ right there in that regard.
That's right.
Yeah, I need a belt. That's the next thing.
Ooh.
All right, I'm actually gonna submit these requests live. Is there anything else we can think of in the chat or on the panel? That
A more
might improve?
robust green room, other than just a little box. You know, maybe have newly joined people to the green room flash, blink,
Oh,
Yeah, that'd be good.
so that you don't get like, I don't know, stuck in the green room for 20 minutes as people talk.
Because you
As
can,
just
you can set it to go. It'll go beep if you set it right. But the
yeah,
noise
you
isn't
can have an
strong
audio
enough.
cue.
Yeah.
But it's not strong enough though. It's quite a weak.
In the throes of a deep conversation, that little boop is not enough.
No.
Sometimes you don't even hear it depending on what's going on. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's cool. And maybe like
How about-
an auto boot feature like Soy Rage just pops into the green room and he gets an auto boot.
yeah,
A
that'd
fan
be cool.
filter.
Yeah.
No, how about attenuation, priority speaking given to the host? So if
Ooh.
if the host wants to take control of a conversation rather than muting people, you can set your attenuator to when you speak, all other mics not mute but get deafened, get lowered below your volume. So the stream can then now hear the host. Discord would do that as well. You can set, if you're the mod and the admin, you can set priority speakers to where when they talk, everybody else's mic gets lowered by default.
Oh, whoa. I did not know that you can do that in Discord.
Yep.
That sounds like censorship.
That's right,
Don't
dude.
mute me.
We have to rule things with an iron fist. We learned this from the Great Orange Hope, Liam.
When
you
you're
have to
running
be a tyrant.
when you're running a stream where multiple people could be talking and they might be a little bit upset at one another, the ability for the host to get control of the flow of the conversation to make it productive again is vital.
Yeah, dude, I definitely can concur with that. There have been times where it's like, and I really am probably too polite as a host sometimes.
Yes.
Where I need to. You could have hesitated maybe a second longer there, Captain Fuckhead.
There's no delay on my screen, guys.
Even look, you see that, Cap? Even in him scolding you, he was a little too polite. You know, you could have waited a second longer on that. You know.
God damn it. Yeah, I have a lot to learn, Buck. But this is good. That's a great idea. Not muted, but just like where you're gonna dominate in terms of levels, so you can get control of things.
Yeah,
Very
attenuation.
good, cool. Yeah. Don't use those big words. We don't want them here, man.
Yeah,
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, they confuse me.
In it. All right.
In it, yeah.
No, you're not getting it right. It's in it, bruv.
in
In
it,
it,
bro.
bro.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things. Like, when Commie Mark starts talking, I know that there's going to be some gold coming, and I need to jump in there at the end of it. And I don't want to talk over him because he does wait and wait and wait and wait, and he throws something in there. The tenor in his voice is so low most of the time that most people don't even hear him
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
Us
Yeah, for
Americans,
sure.
I watch the British streams. They're pure magic sometimes. I'm just like, how the fuck you guys weave in and out of each other when you speak? Most of the time is very softly. You know, you guys don't tend to get agitated too much. You know.
Look at
Here's
this
a.
delay. See, like this just popped up, and I had said
It's,
I had brought up Liam what a good 30 seconds ago maybe.
The Great Orange Dope.
Yeah, see,
you are,
I
bro.
said the Great Orange Hope, and apparently somebody didn't agree with that phrase. But it's like God. See now the timing. It's all fucked up. We've already moved on. This delay, in terms of the rhythm of a show, it really does create a problem with the chat comments, which are so valuable. They're so important to a stream.
Is StreamYard meant to be for doing what we're doing? Like I was saying earlier, like the new Hangouts and the Zoom and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
They're not made for streaming. They're made for other things. They're not
Well,
made for putting
then
shows together.
that's what I'm saying. We need to start to they have a function here where it lets us and I'm gonna let's submit this shit.
I got one more.
You
Just
got
a
one
question,
more,
really.
okay.
Yeah.
It's
Can
a question.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I don't use BitChute,
Okay.
but Lucius was commented on our big post with everyone tagged in it, and he was wondering if StreamYard even uploads to BitChute, if that's an option. Because I mean, uploading to multiple sites could be a good feature to have. If you're
I'm
trying to
not.
diversify.
I haven't looked into that. I think they do. I think they do like to Facebook.
Okay.
Scots,
I'm not.
man. I might be
I'm
able
not
to answer
sure. I
that.
feel like that's something that we. I think if we researched it,
Scott might be
Okay.
able to
There
answer
would be
that for
info
you. What's when you can do because you can do it through OBS. Is it the FTP server or something like that? You can load to through OBS.
Well, I mean,
Is that what it's called?
I only use file transfer protocol. You can put in an FTP server.
I can't remember what it's called. There's a bit in OBS where when if you're streaming to YouTube, you can certainly the OBS I used to use. You had to go and copy the thing from the YouTube place and then put it into OBS. What's it? I can't for the life of me remember.
Well,
What
there's
it's
a
called.
stream key.
There's a stream key, and then there's the kind of like the stream address thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's multiple ways to do that. I mean, you can push out to restream.io and have it automatically sent to an archive. But like if you're a Twitch affiliate or anything like that, you have a exclusivity contract with them where, like if you're streaming to Twitch, you can't stream to other places simultaneously because they actually technically own your content for 24 hours.
The point I was trying to make was that you can do that kind of thing with StreamYards. When you log in, you don't, and when you create a stream, you can automatically do it to YouTube. But if there's another button where you can actually fill a form out for other formats. So I don't think you can do it simultaneously, but I do think you can, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean the process of capturing video is it's not as simple as just running a recording. Like the output file format, they're very fragile. And if let's say you're recording to MP4, if the audio or the video recording isn't properly closed, like if the stream gets cut off, the recording will be shit. It'll be corrupted. It needs an end marker, right? You have to tell it to stop. So most videos that are done that way are set in FLV, Flash video, because Flash can be cut off instantly and it automatically tags it as complete. It doesn't corrupt.
I have no idea what language you're talking.
I'm talking about video codecs. Video codec.
What?
A codec is
this
an
can
embedded
happen.
language profile that dictates the compression, the file format at the end, and all of that.
Okay. I'm definitely a moron. That's what I'm learning today.
Did you guys hear that plane that just flew over my head?
I don't think it came
Yeah,
through really.
It
No.
sounded an awful lot like Scotsman.
You ruffians, you bloody ruffians, you need to educate yourself on the technology of the day.
All right, so we got 6 things here. I think several of these are just like, come on, they're no-brainers. We need to have them. It would improve our streams a great deal. They don't seem that difficult.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and submit this shit. And
This is definitely turning into a Comic Mark stream. I
Yeah.
remember
we-
doing I was going to say I remember doing a stream with him where we took a tour around North Korea and we left reviews on TripAdvisor.
Nice. So yeah, those have been submitted, and obviously, the more people that submit these requests via StreamYard, the more likely they will take them seriously. So that's kind of part of the reason I wanted to do it. It's like just to get people thinking about it and like, hey, we can request shit. We're paying a lot of money. Some of us are paying a good sum of money to StreamYard, and do what we fucking want.
You should have put a little disclaimer at the end of the email. Any response may be recorded for training and licensing purposes.
Yeah, of course. So at this point, I'm gonna send the link out to Skits Comic, who's they launched this incredible project yesterday. It's pretty exciting. I think they've I don't know how many channels and streams they've been on, but it's been a lot. And
been on mine.
Obviously, when they come on to Midday Repartee, it's going to completely change the game for them. We know how that works, so it's exciting.
Big numbers.
It's exciting for them. It's a big moment. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot them the link, get them on here. What do you guys think of Skits? Like, what are your initial impressions of the campaign page? And
I really like it. I'm really looking forward to it. I want to get the 3-book journey, but I have to wait till payday because it's the beginning of the month and bills come first. But
who's Bill?
Well, Bill, he's the guy who lets me pay my rent.
As long as it's not Crosby.
Oh no.
Every month paying off Bill Crosby just to stay quiet. Sorry.
His reputation, he should be the one paying me off,
Oh, he's still in prison? Can you write to him? Or is he dead now?
I think he's in some weird, pseudo prison. He's so old, can he be in real prison?
Yeah, one of them. Like Oscar Pistorius, still living at home, but technically in prison.
Yeah. But, the artwork's cool. I like how they have, the variant cover, and, they have... I think they even have 3 slight variants on the stories too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm really curious how people react to that. What the what backers think of that approach. I don't think it's ever been done like that before.
I think the numbers work out to be there's 45 different panels, 12 different pages in each book. I think something like that.
Dang.
So it's significant. It's a significant difference to each one's going to be different. So.
And I like the fact that it's the 3 floppies. Mary Boys did this too, where you got multiple floppies, and I like it because you can get those. You got 2 covers. I love covers, and so this one you could still get 3 covers. It's not even they're not even truly a variant cover because there's a different story in each one a bit. It changes just a little,
Right. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm interested in. Is each one you get is a complete story. You can be confident in that, but if you want the total experience, it's pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
Skits Comics in the house.
Hey,
Yeah.
what's up?
Let's get rid of that for a second and just check in with you guys. How are you doing?
Ooh, we're doing very well. We're pumped and excited. We had a great first 24 hours.
Yeah.
So we're pumped.
Yeah, we're ready to rock.
Yeah. It's got to feel good to get out of that costume for a stream, man.
Oh man, yeah, it gets hot. I'll tell you
How hot is it there where you are right now?
As hot as I am.
That's right.
That's how it is.
It's in the mid 80s right now.
Okay, that's not bad. I mean, I hear it's going up over 100 real early in the day.
You see, if this
right
chocolate doesn't melt, he'd be okay. It's fine. It's not that hot. It's not that hot.
There we go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, you're off to a wonderful start. You've gotten a lot of support. I've seen you everywhere I go. I'm like, oh, holy shit, there's Skits again. Skits is on this show. Everywhere.
Yep.
I love it. Isn't that support something else? Even in the midst of everything going on.
Everyone that's gotten us, yeah, it's great.
It's fantastic.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know what else I could say about it.
But
man.
that
It's amazing.
also speaks to us, that's part of the work. That's also part of what people don't understand, you know, the behind the scenes stuff. It's like you are not going to be presented, you know, all these shows on a platter, you know, with the apple in your mouth and everything else. You know what I mean? You have to ask, and don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah.
That's a really good tip to all creators out there. And people in CG are very receptive. They're very generous. And you know, I've had you on this channel back when you were just kind of pushing the email sign up. You've been very generous with your time, and that's so key.
Little known fact to a lot of people out there who watch streams: putting on a stream isn't as easy as it looks, and getting good guests is amazing. And you guys are great guests. You don't want dead fishes on your stream that just sit there and go, yeah, or no. To have a multi-word answer is key.
Chimera there, you know. Chimera might be the prime example of what you're talking about.
Be engaging, be cogent, be excited, be educated on what's going on around you, and be a good guest. I mean, you guys are all that.
And just bring your own chocolate if you can, you know, because you need something sweet.
Bring it.
You need something sweet to, like, you know, put down the fires.
Yeah,
right. That's right.
Smiling Bandito suggests that maybe reach out to Michael Bancroft. He's got a pretty rockin' channel happening, and
Okay.
yeah,
I'll tell you one thing.
He's the guy doing the Lucent, which is another really fantastic project.
Yes, we love that
I'm a very straight man, but Michael Bancroft's voice is awesome.
Straight
I can
butter,
listen to him
straight
talk
butter.
all the time.
Yeah,
I can listen to him talk for hours.
Thank you for that advice. We'll go ahead and reach out to that. And again, that's part of the work. That's part of the.
We'll definitely go check it out, man. That's awesome, man. That's one thing too. When people give you a nugget, you got to follow up on that nugget.
Dip it in the sauce. Dip it in the sauce.
You gotta know what to do. You gotta know what to do with nuggets when they're presented, for sure.
He's like
nuggets come in all forms.
He drew, colored, inked, lettered everything on his book.
It's incredible. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So he's self-contained. So that's you guys have a point of you know.
Yeah, we got similarity here.
Yeah.
Like doing everything. That's what we got going on here.
But does he have a hype woman?
I need my now, man.
So this is just I kind of had a wacky, a strange idea. You guys, like I said, you guys have been hitting the circuit. You've been doing your, presentation a lot in the past 24 hours. And I was like, well, what if I put them on the spot and I said, like, one of you has to leave the room, so you can't hear what's going on or see what's going on. I'm going to ask like a series of maybe 5 or 6 questions, just to see how well you know each other.
Oh, we're going
to see how well you know. How well you know each other, and then we'll compare the answers to the truth.
Mr. and Mrs.
I don't know. Does that sound fun? I mean, yeah, we're gonna. Don't get me wrong. We're gonna go through your campaign page and look at everything. But how many times have you done that in the last 24 hours? Let's be honest.
Never. But I will tell you this: we have a small country home. And you can hear anything anywhere in this house.
Shh, don't give away them secrets.
I guess it doesn't.
That's my bionic power.
I guess it really doesn't matter if the other person hears your answer. I mean, that doesn't matter, does it, right? In this context, I don't think it matters.
Well, what if I go like this? and then we're done with it. Yeah, I don't mind. If
they're going to be super simple. Yeah, they're going to be like literally the first question is, so let's start with Michael here.
Excuse me, ladies first. Boom.
No.
Done.
No. Royalty.
Ladies first.
I already felt. Okay. Let's start with you. What is Michael's?
You gotta go.
No, I gotta go away.
Well, you don't have to. I think it's fine.
Okay.
Just take your earbuds out.
Just don't say anything.
There you go. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't understand. Did you not get my background of being on TV? I like to have the whole screen time. You know
Get out of here, Michael. Go. You gotta take a walk. Do what you gotta do. Go sit in the car. Whatever it takes.
We have goats, thank you.
Okay, so
Okay.
what is Michael's favorite color?
He tends to go with the oranges.
Oranges. Okay.
I for sure thought you were going to say, well, black, obviously.
You just went there. I don't know what to even say. To that.
Because his soul is black.
All right. What about what
Whoa,
about
whoa, whoa.
what about favorite food?
Oh, that's fried chicken for sure. So that is a black question.
All right. What about his what's his favorite thing to do on a Saturday night?
Wow, chicka, wow,
I
wow.
was going to say, like, I
Ooh.
could answer these questions. I didn't even know the bloke that well.
No, he likes to draw. He really does.
You don't. Okay. You think, and obviously, I'm looking for the answers that you think he will give when I ask him if you're correct. Okay. What about his favorite film?
Ooh, is it broken down by genre or is it broken down by?
I don't. Yeah, it can be tough for some people. It's really hard to pinpoint an absolute favorite film, but
Well, that's
I
what I'm
don't wanna
saying. If
get-
it's his favorite horror film versus his favorite like action comedy, like what you know what I mean? Because you're talking to an actor, so you gotta let me know. Is it
Right.
gonna be like
Yeah, you want me to get specific. Well, let's say let's go with horror film. That's fun.
Psycho?
All right. Psycho.
Jeez,
All
the
right. What
creator of
about
Skits comic like Psycho? Interesting.
imagine that? What about favorite song?
Anything by Skinny Puppy?
Anything? You sure there's not a
Anything.
favorite? All right.
He's nodding along. He doesn't even know the question. He's like, "Oh, I agree with this answer."
What would you? Now this might be a little tricky. I don't know how many books you've gotten, or
Okay, trick
but
daddy.
what's his favorite CG project? Would you say?
Right now, I would say Downcast. Right now,
Okay.
aside
good.
from Skits comic, obviously.
Here's the only hardline tough question I'm going to ask, and it has to do with the project. Was there any suggestion you've made for Skits comic where he was adamantly, hell no, not doing it?
Yes.
Okay. What was that? What was? Well, I guess
You asked
is
the
it
question,
fair to
I
ask
answered
that?
it. That's it. That's done.
Okay. All right. You're right. I guess I didn't frame that. I was hoping for a little bit more gritty dirt on that, but yeah, I guess that's
You
probably
see?
not
I'm a
fair to
quick
go.
one. I'm a quick one.
Okay. All right. Let's get him back on here. Let's bring Michael
Okay,
back on.
Get back on. Ooh, ooh. And you know what people out there understand is that it's fun. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't trade anything, any outside project by myself than working with my husband. So it's been a fun process. So.
I got to try to create some controversy a little bit. I mean, it's my job, right? So Michael.
Okay,
What
my
is-
turn, right? Okay.
Yeah, all right, take them out.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
I'm
What
ready.
what is her favorite color?
Black or red?
Black or
it's
red?
I guess red's a color.
Okay.
Red. I mean, she wears black every day, but her favorite color is red, I guess.
Okay.
So
What about favorite food?
Maybe collards or neck bones.
Collards or neck bones? What does neck bones even mean? I'm not. What is neck bones?
I mean, whenever she goes home, that's what her mom cooks for her. So I'm gonna say that's
Neck
what she likes the
bones.
best. Yeah. neck
Are we
bones.
talking cannibalism here? What are we talking about?
No,
neck
it's
bones?
just cooked up. Yeah. It's good
Okay.
stuff.
All right. What would you say would be her favorite thing to do on a Saturday night?
Dancing. She liked to go out to the club and dance.
Okay. Favorite song?
I don't know her favorite song, but her favorite band is Depeche Mode, and it's gonna be a Depeche Mode song.
Okay. What would you say her favorite CG project is?
Downcast, easy.
Oh wow, interesting. And this is the only tough question I'm going to ask. Was there anything you wanted to do with Skits where she was just like, hell no, we're not doing that?
She has no control over that.
Oh, this ought to be fun. All right. I might just skip that one just to save you some heartache later tonight, buddy.
Still young.
All right, you can bring her back. Let's bring her back.
Come on back in, baby.
Now, why didn't you say my favorite thing was Psycho? You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
You gave some Psycho answers. What is this? Collard greens and neck bones. What's that about?
Is that your favorite food? Your favorite food is
I like tacos.
This is. I'm already happy I did this. This could be the end of a
Oh my
marriage,
God.
folks. Live on Midday Repartee.
No, I do
Collard
love
greens
collard
and neck
greens
bones. Nah, I like
neck bones.
tacos.
Okay, so Michael,
I mean,
Michael, what's your favorite color, man? Let's see how close you guys got.
black.
Black? She said oranges. You like
What
oranges.
did I say?
Captain Fuckhead gets the point, dude. He is already winning this competition right now.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, black's my favorite color. All my clothes are black, so what? You know.
There you go.
Yeah,
Except for that
okay.
Yeah.
This is a costume. This is for the straight jacket right here.
Yeah.
Tell me orange.
All right. What's your favorite food?
I like black.
Oh, I'm feeling bad about this, man. I'm feeling bad about this already.
Chinese food.
You know you like fried chicken. Well, he asked you what's your favorite food.
What do I get?
You say you can eat fried chicken all day fried chicken.
What do I get at the Chinese restaurant?
What you got on Skit's training video? A Popeye's fried chicken box.
I
Oh,
get fried chicken at
got
the
a
Chinese
point.
restaurant. That's what I get.
What I said about
They're not
good black.
Blackanese.
It
What is
doesn't
going
matter. They got the
on?
fried chicken wings. I love the fried chicken wings. I can eat like fried chicken wings and rice anytime.
But that's
People,
fried chicken. Am
people.
I right? Am
Yeah,
I
it's
right?
fried chicken. Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I mean.
While
about
you are
good
being
Jeff fan.
entertained by this absolute disaster, don't forget to back Skits comic. These people, they are so much fun. They're so entertaining. They're so passionate. We fucking adore them. So back their project. Okay, let's continue.
Please back their project. They're going to need it for the fucking divorce.
Michael, what would be your favorite thing to do on a Saturday night?
She's trying to give me hand motions here. I don't know.
Oh no, that is just party
No, I
foul.
mean-
See, this is why I needed you guys to go in separate places.
Well,
I knew you
here's
would
the
try
thing.
to cheat.
I do art all the time, so that's what I do.
There you go. She nailed it, dude. She said draw. She got
Nailed
that.
it.
Yeah.
Favorite film.
She said.
Oh,
something.
favorite horror film. Sorry, we had to.
Oh, okay.
She made me
Yeah.
select an actual genre. She
Okay.
made me get more specific.
If it's
So-
horror, then yes, Psycho.
Yeah. She got that. Favorite song.
Skinny Puppy song. I don't really. There's
Nailed.
one called Colt. That's
Yeah.
probably one of my favorite ones. It's from The Process, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I can listen to Skinny Puppy anytime.
I agree with you.
All
there,
of it's
man.
just fantastic.
Yeah. Favorite CG project.
Downcast.
Yep, she nailed that too. Is there anything?
So
Now,
far.
how did I? You know what? I'm going to skip this one. I'm not even going to go there on this. Well, maybe I
Why? No.
should.
do it.
Okay.
You got the flames of the microphone in the back, so game on.
Do it.
Okay. Now I'm trying to remember how I framed this question. Was there anything that she? Wait, was it that Michael suggested that he wanted to do is there anything that you wanted to do, Michael, for skits that she just said, no, I don't want to do that?
Yeah, I said she has no control over it because I'm the one who drinks.
Is there what?
Yeah.
Oh, so that kind of encapsulate. This is I don't even know if we want to like go into that because this could get ugly, folks. Do we need to have like a fisticuff match or?
What? Did you ask her that? And she said something else.
Well, she said yes. That there was
No.
something that.
The question was remix, rewind.
Okay, did I frame it wrong? Okay,
You framed it wrong. You
Yeah.
said, was
Okay.
there anything that Michael would not allow you to put in the book? And I said, yes. He said, I wouldn't. He would not
Oh.
allow me to put certain things in the book.
anything? Okay, was there anything that you suggested that he didn't want to do?
Exactly.
So you guys do agree on this point.
That is
so
correct.
he kind of has final say on the
He
creative
has
front on
authority
that.
over it. It's his dreams.
Okay. Well, see, no, that's it. I respect that. You guys, and I think that's really important that somebody does have that final, because otherwise, man, it can lead to a bloodfest, right?
Yeah, but also you got to remember she's the editor, and we've talked all this stuff out. She'll give me like suggestions, like, "Hey, you know, it would probably work better if you did this," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, it would. Why don't?" I mean, it was right in front of me. I just missed it. But that's what an editor is supposed to do. They're supposed to point
Yeah.
out those blaring mistakes that you make in your storytelling, your writing, or whatever.
Yeah,
But as far as the overall project, he has final say over the overall.
Cool.
And just like with her projects that she works on, I got no say-so in it. She's going to do it how she does it. I mean, that's her job. That's her thing.
Very nice, guys. I respect that. You guys are doing it right. Okay, so now switching gears. Let's switch to the other person here. And what is your favorite color, Karshina?
It's red.
Yep, nailed it. Very good. Favorite food?
Well, we
This
won't get
one,
into
I'm not
that
so sure he
anymore.
did well on that. Tacos? Favorite food?
Your mom ain't never made you a taco in your life. What you ask for every time
How
you
you
go
know
home.
what my mama made me at 6 years old? I just want to know.
She ain't never made
I
me
just wanna
nothing,
know.
So I don't know. She's like, we gotta go
Because
out.
we do have Taco Fiesta night. Yes, we do. Henceforth, when I
I
cook,
know. Yeah, you make tacos.
yeah,
all the
exactly. So if I
You
make
make
tacos
tacos.
all the time, that means Mama made tacos.
Maybe because her
all
mom
the
doesn't
time.
make the tacos, that she's like, maybe that's why it's,
Yeah,
know,
whenever
she
she goes
has a
home-
yearning for tacos, man.
Well, she goes home and she's like, "Mama, can you make neck bones?" That's all I ever hear.
You got to explain. Okay, is anyone else confused by the neck bone thing? What does that mean?
Nope.
Neck bones are part of the meat. I mean, it's literally a neck bone. It's part of the meat.
Okay.
So you cook that
Okay.
in like with cabbages or with collard greens. It's just a southern dish. It's really good.
Okay,
It's really good.
interesting.
Of
All right.
what animal are we talking about?
Yeah, that's
Um,
what I'm curious
It could
about.
be any.
It can be
animal.
any
Any
animal,
Pork,
but it's
pork.
basically the pork.
Yeah, mainly.
Oh,
pork.
okay, okay.
So it's like a pork belly type.
Yeah.
It tastes like a pork belly. If you
Yes, yeah, I think it's probably similar to oxtail, like that kind of a delicacy.
It is, but not as like
Not
tough.
as- Yeah, not as tasty.
Yeah, not know.
Yeah, oxtail is a little tough and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But neck bones are really good. You put it in there with some boiling water, some onions, and that's all you really
It's
need. 'cause it
basically
cooks in its
something
own
you
juice.
cook all day.
Look at me, I'm
and
giving you
eat it at the
recipes.
end.
I love it. I'm gonna go cook some right now.
It's good.
Yes.
It's good.
So what about what would you love to do on a Saturday night?
I want to rewind. I want to unwind and just watch a good movie.
All right.
Mm.
Well, he thought dancing would be your number one pick.
I ain't got no clubs in LA anymore.
Well, that's what you always talk about. I wish we had a golf club we could go to. Wish we had a golf club.
Maybe he's expressing a hidden desire in himself. Maybe he wants to get his groove on a little.
The
bit.
clubs I want to go to, they don't exist right over here.
I know they're not. They're certainly not playing Skinny Puppy, right? What the fuck?
Well, even at the golf clubs, they don't. You
I
might
do
get
a
one
couple.
song.
Depends on
every
what
now and
night
then.
you go on.
Yeah, industrial night. Then you
Yeah.
get Skinny Puppy. Not on
Yeah.
golf night. On golf night,
Yeah.
you get golf.
Well, yeah,
Right.
but they mix
Right.
it up. That's why it's a good
No,
DJ.
They don't mix it up.
All right. Favorite song?
He is correct. I heard that one from a mile away. It's any Depeche Mode song.
Yeah.
Any Depeche Mode song. I mean, Dave Gahan.
Favorite CG project?
It'll be Downcast for now.
Yeah.
For now.
You guys agree on that? That's cool. It is a great. He really has a solid concept. He's such a good writer.
I like that type of sci-fi sort of that type of tale. He left it on a good cliffhanger, so I was like, "Oh," you know what I mean?
Also,
So,
it was 48 pages, and when I got done with it, I felt like it was only 15 pages because I just flew through it.
Yeah.
It was good, really well paced.
yeah,
Yeah. Nice.
It's really good.
Nice. All right, guys. Well, I don't know. I think that was a lot of fun, actually. I think, it was a nice. I wanted to give you guys a little break from, what you normally have to do on the streams, and just
That's
maybe
awesome.
give people a little more insight into who you are and your relationship.
And if anybody has some Taco Bell coupons, you can just go right ahead and send them on.
I do have I do have a number for a good marriage counsellor.
So do we.
I don't think
actually.
they.
So do we.
Man, I don't know. I think these guys are doing quite well as far as that goes.
They are. These two are grand. They are. Absolutely.
There you go.
So let's get to it, and I don't want you to have to you don't have to do everything that you've done on all the other streams. I kind of want the essence of what this is and what what people can expect from this project. If you wanna share the screen yourself, so you have control over,
you go right ahead.
that would be fine.
Well,
Whatever you prefer.
Why don't we start out with just showing the video? That's always
Yeah.
a good start.
Yeah, let's do the video.
Are you sharing audio?
I'm pretty sure.
You are. We heard it.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, I'm pretty on top of that. But you got the Adam posts out there that they definitely need the default option. Yes.
So I do like to dance, yes.
Very nice. I love that. I love the video. It's really cool.
Thank you so much. We always give credit to Verse Films Productions. It's out there that did that for us. That worked with us on numerous projects. So we just might as well keep going with that, So
yeah, I love the music. And did somebody create that music for you, or is that
Michael
something
did.
Oh, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dropping them beats.
Drum machine.
Very cool, dude. I could work and listen to that. Actually, I could get into that group for sure. I like that, man.
Nice.
So is music was something that you wanted to pursue at any point, or is it just more of a hobby kind of thing?
Well, when I was in college, I never learned how to play an instrument, to be perfectly honest with you. But when I was in college, I played around with some musical apps, just doing like soundscapes and, just weird little things here and there. It's just something I was always interested in. Then I got into a band, and all the guys wanted to do is just lay around, smoke pot, and I was like, dude, I could be at home doing art right now. If
Right.
I'm here, we need to be doing music, So I just it didn't last very long, and I just was tired. I was just like, yeah, I'm just
It's
going
tough,
to do my
dude. It's
thing.
when you have to collaborate with multiple people. It is tough for everybody to be on that same page in terms of dedication and product. You know, like, dude, are we gonna do this or are we gonna fuck around? You know,
Yeah,
that's always tough.
But you're musically inclined, though. You know exactly what comes up, what comes next. Like,
Yeah,
you have
I have an idea of what's good and what's not. What you know, I know what I like, and I know. One thing I've always talked to people like who've had bands. You know, I've tried to give them advice. I'm like, dude, your music is just drawl, and it's the same thing all the way through. You got to have change ups. You have to have bring the beat down, bring it back up. You need to build up. You need to break down.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it needs to be interesting. That's one of the reasons why I've always liked industrial music, because there's a lot of different sounds to it. There's lots of bits and pieces. There's collage. There's build-ups. There's breakdowns. There's splashes. I mean, there's just stuff all over the place.
Well, just based on this trailer, I'd say you have great instincts. I listen to a lot of music, and it's good. Have you considered putting out like a little a little musical companion for reading skits? Like, here, put this on while you read this.
No, that's nice.
Well, here's what you want to do. Go get you the album Last Rites by Skinny Puppy and listen to that while you read skits. You'll be fine.
All right.
Didn't I say you love Skinny Puppy?
Yeah. And I'm a big fan too. The Process is my favorite album, but so much of what they do is great.
Yeah.
All right. So why don't you give us the kind of the essence, the rundown of what Skits is?
Okay, so Skits is a book about a guy who can't tell the difference between his dreams and reality. Now, the way this came about was about 20 years ago. I was working at a TV station, working the graveyard shift, and my nights and days started to kind of meld together. And for 2 months straight, I had all these sequential dreams where one would end and the next one the next day would start up where it ended. The one before would end. So I just started documenting them, putting them into my sketchbooks, drawing about them, and it's kind of been an ongoing thing that I'm constantly working on for the last 20 years since this happened. So now what you're looking at is the culmination of me just mulling over these ideas for 20 years. And I'm just super excited to actually get it out there in front of people and to let people be the judge of whether or not this is something interesting that should be out there.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of us have been, whenever we came in contact with this thing, I think there's certain people that are so drawn to the vibe that you're creating with this. And I know I've been really anticipating the launch of this book, and I love what you're doing.
Thank you. We've seen you too. Like, you've always been in the chats. You've supported from day one.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
So and it's just it is like a release for us to finally like give stuff away, because I remember last time on the show you kept saying, "Oh, so what is about this?" And we're like, "Well, you just gotta read the book." I mean, you still gotta read the book.
Yep.
But now we can actually show some of the stuff, and the beauty about it is that people can actually go on our channel and watch Michael, do those drawings, do that stuff, and not say, "Oh, well, he's not really doing it." It's like, no, he is actually really that good. Stop.
Yeah. I think Tatsunami here has a pretty good idea. Maybe a fun little stretch goal is offering up that track as a stretch goal, as a download. Yeah.
Tatsu, nice.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? I think that's a cool idea.
That sounds fun.
Like a longer version of it.
Yeah. Dude, I would love that. I would download it.
Oh yeah.
I would get some FAP in on that, maybe.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So what would you say is the best jumping on point? Like, if people just want to really experience this whole thing that you've put together, is this the featured tier?
The featured tier is really the way to go. This is where you get everything that Skits is all about right here. You just grab this thing right here. You got 3 books, 3 variant covers, 3 variant stories. Let me say that again. 3 variant stories. That's not something that anyone else is doing, man. I'm giving you 3 variant stories to actually go out there and read, and it comes all together in a nice belly band, which we call a SKITS band, wrapped around there, signed and numbered specifically for you. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have 45 different panels in these books, spread across these books. We're also going to have 12 different pages spread across it that take skits on little bitty different journeys here and there that tells different parts of the story. Now, there's actually a reason for this, and it'll be more revealed in the next books as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, in number 2 and 3, because we got 6 of these books coming out. They've all been kind of written down. I got concept art for them. There's scripts type stuff going for it. So we got a lot more coming after this. But if you want just the ultimate journey, you get that completed journey right there, the 3-book completed journey. That's like the best thing you can get. It's just going to be really, really awesome. I'm doing something here that no one else is, and I think everyone is going to be really excited by what they find in this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by this, what you're bringing to the table with this concept, and I think it's such a unique tie-in with the concept itself, because the character has trouble deciphering between fantasy and reality. I feel like these different variations on the story are a reflection of that, right?
Yeah, it's like having 3 different dreams. You know what I mean? All rolled up into one. So it just depends on the end result is waking up. Right. But you can go dream about this, you can dream about that, but the end result is waking up. So you?
Very cool, man. It's a very unique. I think the more there's kind of this established model for a campaign page or the way to do a campaign in CG, but just because something, I think we need to keep experimenting, keep pushing the boundaries.
Yes.
And I think you've done that here. I really appreciate that.
Well, that's the big thing. It's like when you're a new person on the block, you're trying to get out there, get your stuff in front of people. You got to have a twist. You got to have something that sets you apart from everybody else. And really, this is something that we got right here. No one else is doing these nice wrapped editions, signed and numbered types things. This is like a high-end art type deal.
Very high-end.
And I wanted to bring that to it because we think our books are that good. Also, we got the 3 variant stories. That's our twist. That's us saying, hey, we're different. Check this out. That what we're doing right here. This is the big thing.
Yep. It's not like, I came back as my evil twin, dun, 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 or like as soap operas do it. You know what I mean? So, and the cool thing about that Michael mentioned as well is if you were on that mailing list, and I know people have been trouble because it went to your spam or your preview or promotions tab or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you are on that mailing list, you can get the hand drawn SKITS band versus the printed SKITS band. So everyone still gets a piece of art. Everyone still gets something that's different, but one is just set apart because it's actually original art.
Is there any time limit or cutoff point if somebody uses that link in the email sign up? Is there a time where it's okay? So even if they're a little bit, they have to hold off. Maybe they need to wait for a paycheck.
I'm not gonna force anyone. No, that's just for you because
sometimes the special perks have a time limit. I just wanted to make sure people know. Look, you don't have to do it right away, but you're gonna get the best value for your money if you find that. And this is it's a problem for all of the campaigns. People having trouble finding those emails. I'm not sure what the solution to that is, but find that email. Get that higher value, get that extra perk. There's not a time limit on it, so take advantage of that if you signed up on the email list.
Thank you so much. Yeah, because we don't want to force people you got to do it first day. It's that's cool if you can. It's cool if you even just get the 1 book. You know what I mean? It's just, but if you have that link, just know that you have something that's going to give you a discount, something hand drawn, and it's going to be signed and numbered as well. So that's another added bonus to be like, hey man,
now is that signed? Is that by both of you? Are you both signing the books?
No, I have no say in that.
Just me.
I have no say in that. Thank you.
What
for
if
bringing
we?
that
What
up
if we?
again.
What if we want your lovely signature on that book, Michael? Michael.
Well, she
What if
can
we
if she
want
wants to.
that?
She's the editor. Her name will be on the book. So there you go.
Can we tell them now an exclusive? I will be in the book.
Oh,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
See? Ooh,
Oh.
ooh.
that's cool, man. I
the way you
like
did
that.
that. Can we tell them?
I'm
But
his
going to.
dream girl.
No, see what it is like you can in this campaign. You know, we got one of those drawn in tiers, so you can actually
Yes.
get in the book too. But she's actually going to be playing the nurse that is interviewing
A
Skits.
nurse. Oh, I'm a doctor.
Whatever, doctor.
Dr.
Nurse.
Dre.
Yeah, you don't downgrade like that, man. That's a serious downgrade, dude.
How long has it been since women had to break that tier, that ceiling? Oh my gosh.
The glass,
Nurses,
the
glass ceiling. No, but I'm actually going to be inside the book as one of the characters.
Well, that seems
so
like
I'm-
that seems like a fairly key figure in terms of the, the overarching storyline. So you're interviewing Skits, and as I understand it, that's kind of like how we're getting the story is through this kind of. He's
Mhm.
recounting
That's-
it. He's recounting it, correct?
Yep.
Yep,
Mhm.
yep.
Yes.
That's what happens at the beginning and end.
Now that was an exclusive that we just dropped that with you there, so that's it. I mean, we haven't told anybody about that, so
That is
now you
really
heard it here
cool.
first.
So how was the experience of drawing her into the book, Michael? Was that fun for you or just stressful as all fuck?
I actually haven't done those pages yet. I'm actually doing different parts of the book. Yeah.
So we
Thanks
don't
for
know
bringing
yet.
that up, Roxanne. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
So do you think he's stressing about this, or is he going to
Nah,
enjoy that?
He's
going to.
he's drawn me before when we
Oh,
first
okay.
started dating in LA, and it was fantastic. I couldn't wait to show everybody. Ooh, look
Was
what
that
my
was
man
that
can
like?
do.
Was that how he maybe initially romanced you? Was drawing some great images, or was that part of the whole
I didn't
wooing
have
process?
to romance. No, I didn't have to do any romancing.
Oh, look at the ego on this guy!
I'm getting this. I'm
Just
getting
instant
this,
love, huh?
Look at the cojones on this one.
What you got, Captain?
I'm getting this. Will you draw me like one of your French ladies vibe right now?
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
We're on the Titanic here, people.
All right, and one of the tiers that I was really I think is really fun is the of course the straitjacket tier. Can you tell us a little bit about this? Because obviously it's an epic tier. This is for what you might call a whale. A whale would be investing in this, but
Yes.
there are certainly whales out there. There are certainly people that want to engage and back projects they believe in at this level. So tell us about what this entails.
For all of our super backers back there, if you look closely, it's only out of 5. So there's only 5.
5. So yeah, it's a straitjacket. You get you a straitjacket, a real live, honest to God straitjacket. None of them costume jewelry
No,
messes that you get at the
Halloweens.
costume shop. None of that madness. That cheap stuff. This is a real deal Holyfield actual straitjacket. You get a page of sequential art, and you get the 3-book journey. So that's like your super tier for anybody. You know, it's like go on over there, get that. Also on
With
the
the skits
straitjacket.
man. Mhm.
Yep, with the straitjacket, you're actually going to have a nice little tag on it. It'll be signed and numbered, however many out of 5, and it'll be hand drawn by me and everything.
So again, you're getting a lot of art. You get how cool will it be to like be walking up in Target with a straight jacket with like, yeah, I got a Skits original, yo. You know what I mean? And
That
you're
is
one
really
of 5.
cool.
So wherever
Yeah,
you
that's-
are, UK Captain F-Head, you will be the only one in the UK, right? With this.
That is fantastic.
They let me keep mine when they let me out. Since then, we've got a nice little tailor around the corner because where I live is famous for fashion years and years ago, famous for tweed, and I've got a nice silk lining in it now.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and
You pimping in that jacket.
maybe they let it out a little for you. So.
No, yeah, I've not had to go that far just yet. I lost weight when they let me out.
Okay.
Awesome.
And I see that some champion bought this tier really early on, which was the
know.
the original cover art, which is so cool.
But if you read all the rest of the description, well, you can, I guess it's not in there. It was guaranteed number one out of everybody. So they want to be number one, and we understand egos. We understand.
Okay. So they're gonna get their SKITS comics
We're just
first.
excited.
No. They're gonna get their
Out of the signed and numbered ones, the signed and numbered
Okay.
edition, they're going to
Gotcha.
get number one of the signed and numbered edition.
It's guaranteed. Yeah.
Very nice. Which is so
With
cool.
the
that-
original cover as well, and enrich the 3-book journeys though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish we could dox them and find out who that was. They should be bragging about it. They should be like, bragging it out there. But that's really cool that you got that support so soon on that tier. Guys, this project is just so exciting.
Well, I think they want their books first before they brag about it.
I don't think there's any CG project that is anywhere near this specific kind of vibe that you are creating with this project, with the art style, with the storytelling. It's really a unique, kind of magical thing, and people are responding to it so well. I don't know, guys. Just congratulations on putting something out there that is really unique, original. We're just happy to see it. We're happy to be part of it, and we're proud of you guys.
And we're happy to get Captain F-Head to stop saying, "Where's my book? Where's my book?"
We can still say that he hasn't gotten it. He doesn't have it yet, so he can still say it. We're going to be hearing it for like the next 6 months.
I've been looking forward to this for a long time, man.
Yeah, a lot of us
we
have.
appreciate it, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, we just wanted to do something that really stood out and sat on its own, to be perfectly honest.
Break the wheel.
You have absolutely achieved that goal. I think this is just the beginning. I think this campaign is gonna grow and grow as word gets out there. I'm just really excited for you guys. It's so neat that the day has actually come. The campaign is here. How has that been? Like, how is that? The day before this campaign launched, did you guys get any sleep? Were you stressed out? Were you feeling good? What was that like?
I was a little uptight about it, just making sure that all the imagery was good and stuff like that. I mean, for 5 days before it launched, I was a little, just starting to feel it. Yeah. But I'm feeling pretty good now that it's just out there and it's done with.
Yeah, I bet
and the fact that we got Kent Mofo Williams and Patrick Reynolds to do the other 2 covers it's already a dream for us.
Yeah.
I mean, Kent Williams is creme de la creme. So. Yeah,
these variant covers are absolutely stunning. Patrick Reynolds' cover just looks. I really am drawn to this cover here. So beautiful. They're all great. I've heard several people say that SKITS has the best cover in CG. So, yeah, very very well done. What's next? Where you guys? Where will you be showing up next? Do you guys have another live stream scheduled that we can promote for you guys?
The next one will be Commie Mark.
Oh, right. Is that today?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, we're going on Commie Mark at 5, and then we got Antonio at 8, and then we got Mandy at 10.
Damn!
So we got a full day.
Nice, guys. That is a really good. You're hitting all the great players. You've really done the legwork. You've built relationships. This just to all creators out there, build those relationships. Reach out to people. You get what you give out there, right? And you guys have been very generous. You put yourselves out there. You've given of your time, and that's becoming very. It's so obvious now. We see you hitting all these channels, all the support you're getting. It's really, you're showing people how it's done.
Thank you. And let's just
Thank
be
you.
honest. You guys don't know us, people out there, and it's always a scary thing to be like, your project looks good, but I don't know. We've been burned before. But we really, no, but it's true. But we understand that. So we go in there with the mind that says, well, this is who we are. We're genuine. We actually get to know people on a different level than just buy my book. Like we went, that was a fun thing we did with the marriage counseling session, earlier.
Yeah.
We do, like, the music
That
stuff.
was a lot of fun, guys. I'm so glad you guys are down.
Right?
This is another thing that's great about you. You're down to have fun. You're down to go outside the box. I gotta say, Delta Spurk Force, how dare you show a quality project that deserves attention? I came here to harass Rot 10, which he does a great job of. Thank you for dropping in, Delta. I'm sorry to disappoint, but yeah, it's all about quality project today. It's all about Skits comic. So
Thank
be
you.
sure.
And again, that's what we want to give to people.
Yeah. So one more time, let people know where you're going to be appearing throughout the day today, if you can.
So we're going to be at Commie Market 5
Eastern Standard
Eastern
Time.
Standard Time, U.S.
Yes.
Commie Market 5, Antonio at 8, and Mandy Summers at 10.
Very nice. So be sure to check them out. I'm sure each channel will have a different approach. Something unique will be delivered. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you to the chat. Hale, everybody brought a lot to the table today. We had a good time. We even submitted some requests to StreamYard Live. So yeah, it was a good show. And we'll see you Monday. Thanks, guys.
Excellent.
Sweet.
Thank you guys so
Yeah.
much. And everyone's